So we have here with us Jampana Usha Didi. She's working as a faculty member in the Department of English in Rekhu Engineering College, Visakhapatnam, Andhra Pradesh. She completed her introductory FTP in June 2021 and USP2 in August 2022. And she's a very active member of the South Central region. She is contributing to the regional meetings by making the gist of the meeting every week and presenting that the next week. And she is also into volunteering and she will tell regarding that in detail. So Didi, over to you.
Namaste, Bhaiya. Namaste to all. So, as Sunil Bhaiya already introduced me, so I'll come to my family. So, my family consists of my mother-in-law and my husband, whom I live with, and I also have a son who completed his education and who now lives in US. So my husband, he got retired. He was also working in an educational institution and he got retired in November 2023. So along with my UHV 1 and 2 in 21 and 22, like after I attended 21, I got connected to the content, but I not explore much. Even after UHV 2 also, I not explore much, but I felt that this is needed for me, but I not explore. I had the privilege of attending a 5-day face-to-face workshop, UHV 2 workshop, at Geetham University in Visakhapatnam, which was very close to my institution. So this workshop, it significantly deepened my journey of self-exploration. And I'm also after that, then I started attending the morning sessions. And I'm attending these morning sessions from the 10th batch. So over time, I realized that I often suppress my work, my feelings at work. I was very cool. I'm always cool at work. So that feelings I started carrying it home. And these feelings that I started carrying it home or whatever I had, all the disharmony and all, it affected my relationship with my husband and my mother-in-law. So for this, I sought a lot of solutions, and all my solutions were spiritual practices and all this. So whatever I did, they all brought me only temporary relief. It was not permanent. So I used to believe that I was right and I wanted the others to change. And sometimes when I showed my disharmony at home, I understood that I was doing a mistake, but I didn't know how to get out of it. I was thinking that it is natural. It is natural that I am aging and so I have my anger with me. So anger is coming. Like I was thinking that this is natural, so it's happening to me. I don't know how to get it out. Like, but after I started these morning sessions, like attending the morning sessions regularly, then I think slowly I started understanding. 10th batch, yes, I understood a bit of all of it, but 11th, I think a little more clarity came. So, step by step, I'll tell what I am able to see. So, exercise one, step one, I can now observe my imagination, desire, thoughts, and expectations without reacting. Although not consistently, I don't say that always I'm able to see it, although not consistently, but still I think I'm able to see them. Many times they all get mixed up. Like I can't see them separately, but still I think if I put some effort and consciously I try to see it, then I'm able to see it. But as I tell you, compared to before I was not conscious about any of this, like my imagination, desire, and thought. I think I'm able to see it for a little more longer time now. And I understand that I need to continue working on this. Step two, I consciously verify whether my feelings are naturally acceptable or whether I am in disharmony. I can state an example over here. For example, yesterday after returning from college, I reacted sharply to something that my husband said. A few minutes later, I got into disharmony, and a few minutes later, I realized that I was in disharmony, which was not acceptable to me. So I quickly moved back into harmony. Like it did not take much time, maybe 5 minutes of time. I understood that this is not what I want, what is naturally acceptable to me. So quickly I realized it with exploration and went to my husband and spoke to him calmly. Earlier, this kind of disharmony, even a word from which I not like from others, it would last for days. My disharmony would last for days, but before. But now I think I'm able to slowly get out of it. Quickly, I'm able to do that. Step 3, I particularly notice this step when I am in disharmony. When someone says something or something bothers me, I find myself asking many questions like, why did they say that to me? I never say such things to anyone. So I start thinking about it. As I told you, however, now I am able to come out of it with some exploration. So this all happens after the incident happened, then I am able to explore and slowly come out of it, like quickly come out of it, but not when the incident is happening, like I'm not able to see this. Step 4, I clearly understand that I am the one who decides the feeling. Still, I sometimes experience disharmony based on others' actions or others' words. Though I understand that this step, I find it challenging to live by it fully. There is a gap between my understanding and my action, but it is narrowing. I understand, like I can see that it is narrowing, but I must remain conscious. Still, there's a lot of work to be doing in this. Here, I would like to state a few examples where I can see the difference of how I used to behave and my attitude before and now. So the major challenge with me was my relation with my mother-in-law and my husband. So regarding my mother-in-law, there are a lot of differences. So earlier, I used to doubt her intention. I used to get irritated for every small thing, though I did not express it out, but that disharmony was there. Sometimes I used to express it out, sometimes it was not there, but that disharmony was there. So now I think I started self-exploration and I started beginning understanding that it is not lack of her intention, but it is only her competence. But sometimes occasionally this resurfaces again, but many a times I can see that it is not her intention, it is only her competence. That's all. Regarding with my husband, one example with my husband, he has a lot of many health issues, and earlier I would get irritated when he did not follow the doctor's advice, especially about the weight loss and all. So now I also understand that it is only his lack of competence. He also want to reduce. And one more thing is, he doesn't understand that his happiness, he can't get continuous happiness with his food and all. So I used to like fight with him, like I used to argue with him regarding this, but it not work. It never worked with that. When I started putting this as a proposal or with a discussion, with harmony, like a right kind of feeling inside, I think he's understanding it now. When I put a proposal telling him that how he can live healthy and for a longer time, like by following few things, I think he is understanding it and he is putting some effort, though it's not enough, but I think he is putting some effort into it. And one more example I would like to state is my own weight. My own weight issues and all, when I had few health issues, when I was almost like close to 80 kgs, I had a lot of health issues and all, but I could see that I needed to put some effort and I started doing it. So over time, I also felt that I started this self-regulation, and with that, I was able to manage and my own lose some weight, and my own health issues, they started getting reduced and all. Coming to step 5, I realized that my feelings are still a mix of understanding and assumptions. For examples, sometimes when my students struggle to present something or speak simple things, before I used to get irritated, like how can they not do this simple thing? Now I remain patient and try to help, acknowledging that they lack the competence rather than getting irritated. Step 6A, feelings of relations are naturally acceptable to me. When I'm in harmony, I perform my tasks with ease. When I experience opposition, I disrupt everything. The feeling of coexistence also resonates deeply. That is there with me even before UHV also, even before I came to know about the UHV content. I recognize its value and I feel that it is important. For instance, I gave this example before also. We have like my mother and father, they stay close to my house and they planted few fruit trees. There's a garden around the house long back, and now they started giving fruits and all. So she worries sometimes about the squirrels and the birds eating the food and all, eating the fruits. So I ask her not to get worried about it. That's okay. Even they need, we have excess, they also need. So nothing to get worried about it. And step 6B, when I explore coexistence in the broader context of nature, I perceive it clearly. I understand it. I have always felt connected to nature. So I have always felt that it's a part of me and within me. Like, and the, like, for example, like I always felt the same, like we need oxygen and the trees give us oxygen. So I always felt that lungs are there within me. Half part of my lung is within me and half part of it is hanging over the tree. That's what I always felt. Step 7A and B, as I reflect, I find that I am in harmony and happiness only when I hold the feelings of relationship, harmony, and coexistence within me. I need to explore more in this step. Exercise 2, step 1. I see myself as a conscious entity distinct from the body. However, I need to explore this further. I felt that I and my body, we are two different things. I understand it. And what happened is recently, when I attended this national conference, one of the Didi asked me, like, do you have it as an information or do you completely understand it? Then I started thinking about it, like, is that so? Like, do I have it only as a information? I started thinking about it. I need to explore more. I know that it is there as an information. It is there. I think I need to explore more on it. I observe that I send and receive instructions to and from my body, and this is quite clear to me. I understand it, and I feel that step 2 and step 3, they are overlapped. So I also understand that I give instructions to my body and choose which sensations to perceive. For example, earlier I used to worry about my minor pains and all. Now I manage such sensations, like they don't bother me much. And one more example I can give is, once upon a time, like, see, I used to worry a lot about my food. I used to take a lot of food and I was not able to even bear half an hour if it is late. I'm not able to take my food. I used to worry a lot. Now I think with self-regulation, I understand that I can. That all depends on me. I fast on Ekadasi, and though I feel sometimes that hunger is there, but I choose not to read it, that sensation. With a bit of self regulation, whatever I have, even sometimes my mother often, like, she is surprised, like, how is this happening? Because from my childhood, I always worried about I could not bear my hunger. I never told that I am hungry, but I used to cry. So that was an indication that she had to be given something to eat. So, one more example of reading this sensation is whenever I sit for a longer time to observe myself for some kind of meditation, sometimes my legs become numb, but I don't read it. Like, I don't immediately react to it. I just understand that it's okay. Steps 4 and 5, these steps are not entirely clear to me yet. I need a deeper exploration on it. Step 6A, when my sanskar is based on assumptions, I tend to react. For instance, when people comment on my eating habits, I used to feel irritated. Now I quickly reflect and regain harmony. Step 6B, when my sanskar is based on understanding, I respond naturally and remain in harmony. Step 7, I understand that both I and my body exist in coexistence with space. Space is all pervading, but still I feel connected to everything, but still I think I need a lot of exploration and understanding for this step also. I understand that now my happiness is my innate nature. Continuous happiness comes through working on my assumptions and staying engaged with the UHV content. I see clearly that sensations and external stimuli are temporary and cannot ensure lasting happiness. I maintain discipline in my eating habits, choose comfort over appearance in clothes. I practice a bit of yoga to take care of my body. I dedicate time to UHV content for better clarity and alignment with the proposals. I'm also aware that some of my thoughts and actions are still influenced by my preconditioning. And for this, to work on them, I attend weekly team building meeting and regional meetings, listen to them and try to understand. Many a time some of the proposals go over my head, but I try to understand them. At our college, we teach UHV as a 3-credit course. It started just with last semester, and we started putting our efforts. We are not so satisfied with the first batch of the students what we taught. Like, we are working on how to go with this course in the second batch. With the support of my co-explorers and the guidance of my mentor, I remain committed to this journey. I'm grateful for this opportunity, and I understand that I still have a lot of journey to go. I am on this journey. Thank you, Baya. Thank you all.
Thank you, Didi. Very nice. So you have given examples to the steps which you could see, and you also mentioned which steps you could not see. I still remember you were sharing in the volunteers meet at Ghaziabad. Nice sharing and nice and composed way of putting things, Didi. Very nice. Thank you. So now we have questions by co-explorers. So Prashant Bhaiya is here with us. Namaste, Prashant Bhaiya. Mike is first, please.
जी भैया, नमस्ते नमस्ते सभी को. उषा दीदी.
Namaste, Baya.
जी जी, very nice sharing दीदी, very much explorative and useful for me also. Didi, I liked your that point very nicely. You kept here. Your lungs, you are finding 50% here inside the body, and they are on the trees. So please explain this. Very nice concept it is. How you can articulate this, जी दीदी. So means it was related to the oxygen provided by the trees, or this?
Yes, Baya. I feel that because they are releasing our oxygen. So without them, we don't get that. Like, they are the ones who release the oxygen. So I always felt that we are connected to it. Without the trees, like, human beings are nothing. We feel that we are everything, and they are all just after us, or we feel higher than them. But it's not like that. Only because of them, we are also living. There's a kind of a coexistence. Without them, we will not be able to live. So I always felt that there's a coexistence.
Means it is useful for us, and we should have means caring for this all. Nature should be maintained. There should not be any exploitation, isn't it?
Yes, Baya, true, Baya.
And that's why you are having that squirrels should be given the food, and not all it is to be consumed by the human beings, isn't it?
Yes, Baya, true. I feel that they also should be given, because we are trying to encroach their place and building our homes. So where will they go and live? Like, we should support them in that also.
Thank you, Didi. Nice sharing. Namaste. Namaste. All the best, Didi. Namaste. Sir.
Thank you, Baya.
Namaste, Chandrasekhar Bhaiya.
Namaste, namaste, bhai. Namaste, Didi.
Namaste, Baya.
Didi, very clarity in exploration. I like it. Didi, one question is about weight reduction. Which proposal of UHV prompted you to regulate your self-regulation? Like,
But I feel that, like, regulation, the proposal is you read your own sensations in your body. Right?
yeah.
The self read the sensations in their bodies, and the self is the one who is instructing the body. Like, it's not a compulsion. Before I was in compulsion. That I have to eat on time. Before I was in compulsion that I can give you an example by in such a way that once upon a time when I used to have 3 meals. Like as soon as I come from college, I should eat something. Immediately, I had a shower and I should eat something. And once I was eating, every day I used to eat like that. Once I was eating in the evening like that, and one of my husband's aunt came home and she was watching me eating, and she asked me like, how long do you not eat anything? So I said, why? No, you're eating as if you not eat for a long time. So that's how I was. And now I can see a huge difference. Like I tell you, whenever I was hungry, even after I got married also, I don't get anything to eat. I cry. Then the tears drop out from my eyes.
Yes,
But now I see I have that self-regulation. I know when I have to eat. I don't mind if it's late. I don't even I'm able to fast. That really tells that you're the one who decides everything. Like you can decide what you want. You can decide how you want to be. You can decide your own feeling. I think that is the one proposal is that is I could understand it better.
Yeah. Is it on the fasting on Ekadasi? Is it a part of your self-regulation only, or because of this culture or sanskar?
I think Baya, like everything that we have in our culture got some meaning for our own self-regulation or got some meaning behind them. So it's for the self-regulation. That's what I do. It's not for some spiritual purpose, but for self-regulation. I think that's useful. But everything that we have, the spiritual practices, everything got a meaning behind it.
Yeah, that means you started this fasting also after UHV inputs or before also?
After UHV Baya, it was not before. After I came to in contact with this content, then only I started fasting Baya.
Very good, Didi. Thank you. I like your proposal to saying about to your mother. The birds should also eat fruits. Don't worry. I like it much that you were able to see it clear.
Yes, Baya. Thank you, Baya.
Srinivas Gupta Bhaiya, namaste.
Namaste, Bhaiya. Namaste to all. Namaste, Usha Didi. Very nice and a lot of clarity and a lot of inputs for us from your sharing, what I am able to understand. And also in our meetings, there is a lot of explanation with exploration, what we have sharing in every meeting. Thank you for that. And one simple question I would like to ask, because of EHV, do you observe the transformation in any of your family or students, and how they before EHV and after EHV, what sort of change you can bring in them? Do you have any observations there?
Baya, I don't say that complete transformation, but people are observing that I'm not at home, coming to home. They observe that I'm not reacting as I used to react before. I'm a bit calmer. Like it comes out, like the reaction comes, but rarely. And again, as I told in all my sharing, like the reaction comes before it used to say. My reaction is never words, Baya. I don't say anything. I just don't answer them, and I'm calm. I don't talk. That's my reaction. But that went down. And even if I get into reaction sometimes, that quickly it's out. Before it was days. Now it is not days. It's only few minutes. Through self exploration, I understand that this is not something that is naturally acceptable to me, and I have to come out of it quickly. So I come out of it quickly. So that is the transformation people see at home. Coming to my college, Bayan, like I was always cool at work. Generally, it happens like our mentor, Mesh Bhaiya, tells that all the garbage we dump at home. So it was always like that. I am always cool at the workplace, but still people around me are observing like how I am able to handle things now with more clarity. When there are few things in the department and all, how I try to handle them or how I try to solve them, they are observing it, and many of them are engaged with the content also, maybe not actively, but they are exploring the content because of what they see, the few changes that they see in me and how I handle things. They are also exploring the content, Maya.
Very nice, Didi. Nice exploration and understanding. Thank you, Didi. Thank you very much for your sharing. It's useful for all.
Thank you, Maya.
Bhaiya, I request Gopal Bhaiya to give his comments regarding Usha Didi's sharing. Gopal Bhaiya, namaste and over to you.
Namaste, Didi.
Namaste, Maya.
Very nice hearing, Didi. And you are relating every concept to day-to-day life. That is good part. And assurance that other is lacking in competence, not in intention. So this is good shift in us. And in fact, we see this is a subtle level shift, that we are able to see other is lacking in competence, not in intention. So this is one part, that other is lacking in competence. Another part is I am making effort to complement in others' competence. So that is also important point, and you are making effort to complement to others. So both parts are very good. And if we continue seeing it, that every time others is lacking in competence, and every time his intention is sound, so it means I am able to resolve my sanskar. I am able to move myself from sanskar to intention. So that is very nice, Didi. And definitely your this subtle level change when manifest in behavior will be helping to others also. So people will be watching your behavior and getting inspired from your behavior. Now we need to make effort to continue being in state of pure observer. Then we can live with continuity of happiness. So it is a process. We are frequently shifting from state of pure observer to sanskar to thoughts. But the important point is awareness, that we are getting aware when we are at the level of thought, when we are at the level of feeling. So that is important, Didi. So nice, Didi. Continue this. And are you volunteering, Didi, in some activity?
Yes, Baya. I'm not volunteering too much, but regarding my like the meetings of SCR, from yesterday I took up the moderation part and I recap it. I make a report for it, and also recently in the national conference when I met Soumya Didi and all, Soumya Didi was asking me to assign some to help some work in whatever project she was doing. I also gave my acceptance. So I'm waiting for that work where Soumya Didi is going to assign me something. So I am volunteering. Whatever I'm doing is less, but I will contribute to that. Baya. Like wherever I get a chance to do something with UHV or whatever I can do, sure. Yes, Baya, I'm ready to do that.
Ji, Didi. So whatever we are doing, important is we are doing it consistently and we are
Yes.
enjoying while doing, learning
Yes.
while doing.
Yes, Baya.
So it helps us to
Yes.
explore more.
Yes, Baya.
Ji.
Thank
So
you, Baya.
you are in college, Didi, right now?
Yes, Baya. I am in engineering college.
Okay. So UHV courses are running there?
Yes, Baya. We actually, it was a non-credit course in one semester that I taught for one semester. And from the last semester, it became a 3-credit course, Baya. They gave 3 credits. So in the first semester, we taught. But as I told you, like, we are not so happy with the way we taught because it was the first time. So we had our own lacking, like in our own understanding and all. But this next semester, when we are going to teach, we are planning like once in a week we sit together, whoever faculty we need to teach, and we discuss these topics. We discuss the slides and all, like what kind of examples we can give, and we can share. We share our own examples and all, Baya. And we are trying to prepare for the next semester grade course, Baya.
Ji, Didi. And how many faculty members have attended this course?
In our college, like almost online, half of them did, Baya. Like we have more than 100 faculty in our college did UHV 1, and UHV 2 at least there'll be some 50 to 60 faculty who also did UHV 2. Ours is a bigger college. By we have only first year 40 sections we have last semester.
Okay, Didi.
So next time we are going to teach for 30 sections. No, all 40 sections UHV we are going to teach, Bhaiya. And regarding my department, we are assigned 29 sections, and the departments are going to take care of the 11 sections. They will teach their UHV course. But for them also, I share the PPT, and I also guide them a bit in how they're going to present it. So next semester we are going to have 40 sections. And last semester, 10 faculty taught this UHV. And this semester, we need some more people, like I think close to at least 15 faculty we need to get prepared for teaching. 15 to 20 faculty we need to get prepared. Because we take UHV along with our core subject also, whatever subject we
Ji.
are for. So we take that, so, and we also take this. So we need some more. So we are trying to identify some more new ones and also sit and discuss with them. We have some time, at least 2 months of time we have. So we started exploring into that.
Nice, Didi.
Thank you. Bhaiya.
So it is my experience that in each section, we get 10% students inclined towards this UHV content because of their own sanskar. So teaching is one part, and next part is hand holding of this 10% student of the class.
Yes, Bhaiya.
So we can make group of these students, WhatsApp group of these students. We can keep posting few proposals. We can start weekly meeting with these students. So it creates an environment in college. And gradually many people join this group. Many students will join this group. So this we can also do, Didi.
Yes, Bhaiya. Yes, Bhaiya. And I also want to say something. In the Delhi conference, I also met your students. I spoke to them. I was so inspired by the clarity they have. The clarity they have in what they have to do and how they want to lead their life and all. I felt so happy to see them. They are like model students. As you told, I think we also can work on that, not only delivering the content, but giving that clarity of life and these proposals to our students and helping them in live their life. I think that should be really helpful. And if I need some guidance, Bhaiya, sure, I want to talk to you regarding this.
Ji. Okay, Didi. Thank you. Namaste,
Thank you.
Didi.
Namaste, Bhaiya. Thank you.